Hello, I'm Elgato and welcome back to the video. Today I want to talk about a really serious issue which is affecting the better together version of Minecraft, or the Bedrock version, the version which is now played across over 50 million devices because it has a server browser built into it. You might not have known that, but there are servers which you can join without having to type in their IP. You can just see they're always here in PvP, Lifeboat, and Mineplex. And these servers can't be removed, and on some devices they're the only servers you can join, like here on the Xbox One. The only options we have are the ones which are officially partnered by Minecraft. And bear in mind, they're not just officially partnered in terms of being put there, but they also have the ability to have coin transactions to support themselves in some way. And this sounds great on the surface. Oh yeah, now you can officially buy stuff just right through the Minecraft thing. But one of these servers, which I'd say I'm not naming names, but that's what today's video is all about, has really been abusing that in a way which you probably wouldn't believe if I just told you. So in today's video, I'll be showing you just how bad this server is and why that's bad, not only for them, I really feel like for us as a community, but also for them and really for Minecraft and, just the whole side of things. This is bad on all levels, and I wanted to make this video to raise awareness for it and hopefully, make them consider changing it to be a little bit more, friendly for the vast majority of users. Because, again, like I said, by the way, likes if you do like it, because it helps out the channel. And let's say you do like these sorts of videos. There's going to be some people who are like, Toycat, being negative is not a good thing. But I think it's important we do this every now and then, just so that, something like this can actually be changed before it gets too much worse and becomes something on every server. So let's talk about what you can actually do on these servers, because, like I said, this update brought in the ability for you to support a server if you'd like to, by, paying some Minecraft coins towards it. So this means that you can go to the Lifeboat store, again, on the official menus, on the Xbox and every other version, and you can just buy something if you'd like to, a pet, VIP, or the Geo, it's Go, but it's great stuff all the time. You can buy a membership like that, and that sounds really great on the surface till you realize that, one, how much these things cost, and two, what exactly they all are. So let's talk, first about how much they cost, because it's shocking, just the price of these things, because bear in mind, 800 coins is about $5, because bear in mind, they're Minecraft coins, so you can't even work out the exact values because they're deliberately designed that way, but basically 1,720 coins costs about $10, or, again, 1,690 here, which means basically you can pay $5 to have a Minecraft pet, you can pay $5 every 30 days to get a membership, or you can pay $10 once to get VIP for life. And again, that's not too bad on the surface, but bear in mind, that's about half the cost of Minecraft just for a server. But then you might say, well, I mean, if you don't want to pay it, don't pay it. And that sounds great on the surface until you realize exactly what this server's doing to try and encourage you to pay subtly. And again, even though you might argue like, well, most Minecraft console users are like, in their teenage years, so won't fall for this. A lot of, users are pocket edition users, which are, like potentially like age 5 or below. And that means that some of these people are just going to be annoyed by something and might accidentally buy something, or might, feel like they're pressured into buying something, and that's just not good for anyone. So yeah, let's talk about what exactly you get with these kits, and what exactly, with these things, and why that's so bad. So if you want to buy the lifetime VIP membership, it sounds really reasonable on the surface, because you get, you get to have access to lobby flight, you get kit saving, you get spawn pedestal. It sounds kind of good on the surface, till you realize what they do to the regular game experience to make you want to buy this. Because if you want to play, we're playing some survival games, that's the most popular game mode here. I think this is survival games. Yeah, survival games. If we want to play on the Ant Mound, then what we want to do is we want to be there with a kit, because one of the best bits about Hunger Games these days is you can join with a kit. You can have like a speed potion, or you can have some bow and arrows or something like that. So let's go get ourselves a kit. And bear in mind, this is not me exaggerating. This is the very fastest way we can do it. What you have to do if you want to get a kit is you want to go all the way over here, again, run towards the very back of the world with the tiny little sign back there saying kits. You want to find the kit you want. So we'll be like, do we want to be a brawler, or do we want to be like let's be a prospector. Let's get ourselves a, diamond pickaxe. That sounds good. Is it a diamond pickaxe? Yeah, it's a diamond pickaxe, which is pretty good. So let's go grab ourselves a diamond pickaxe, and then what you have to do is you have to run all the way back to the menu, and then you can join in. There's no menu for it, deliberately so. And bear in mind, this is the improved version of it. This is after, a few people said on Twitter, like, wait, you have to run for 2 minutes. This is the way faster version. It used to literally be the other side of the island. And bear in mind that once you've done that, you might be like, well, no, I'm a prospector. I can get a diamond pickaxe. That seems about fair, Toycat. Like, I didn't pay for it. But bear in mind, you don't just do this once. You do this every single game you want to join the server. So if we join into Howling Mountains and then we finish it, what we have to do is we want to be something else different this time, or if we just want to be the exact same kit, we have to run over there and we have to do the exact same thing. The idea behind this is like, eventually you'll be annoyed by spending a minute every game, that eventually you'll just pay for VIP, where you can fly over there and it saves, it's not like just a technical limitation, they will save your kit if you pay money for them, and then you can do it. And as well as that, you can just see it happen on screen right there. As well as that, it also has a bunch of advertisements in game, repeatedly saying how like buying VIP makes the game possible, how buying VIP does this, and some messages even say buying VIP will stop these messages about how you should buy VIP. They're literally trying to just grind you down and make you so annoyed that you just figure like, fine, I'll pay the $10 once. But bear in mind, it's not just as bad as this, because there's also the second subscription, because, if you buy that $10 membership, which you might think, maybe that's a fair price, that's $10 just for this one game mode on this one server. You're paying half the price of Minecraft just to not be annoyed by the server, but then if you want to play all the other mini games, then you have to buy this $5 membership, which is again about it's 830 coins every 30 days though. So this is a $60 a year subscription if you want to actually pick it up, and this gives you access to GOAT items. It gives you access to the same things, but for all the other game modes. And although I haven't checked every single game mode specifically, let me show you one of the servers because it's a pretty popular one, which is Bed Wars. So Bed Wars has 464 people playing. It's by far one of the most popular game modes, and let's show you exactly how what you save there and how they kind of encourage you on this one, because it's also worth mentioning that on this server, on Survivor games, you can join a game whenever you want to, but as long as you wait like 20 seconds. But on this server, it's a little bit worse than that, because when you join a server for the first time, this is like bdw.lbsg.net, then what you're going to notice is when you join the server, you won't be able to join a game for about 10, 15, 20 seconds. It seems to be random a little bit, but basically there's a certain amount of time from joining a server to playing a game where you have to wait for a cooldown. So if I try to hit it right now, it might even come up with it, like if we just join a game, it'll be like, nope, okay, well it doesn't actually say it, but you can't join a game when you first join a server. Look at that, it says VIP. It makes a little joke there, that's actually kind of funny, but still, you can see the whole point that like, oh yeah, well there's no servers here, and if we wanted to join one straight away, we saw there was a space, you can't join straight away because you have to wait until it just displays right down there that you can now fully join matches. And that's really, really unfair if you ask me. The fact that like you just can't join straight away, that only annoys people. That doesn't help the server, that just annoys people and maybe makes them buy your thing, which given that the game claims to be about community, given the game claims to be a Minecraft partner and being this whole legit thing, then it seems really awful that they're just like, yeah, but we'll make you wait so that you maybe want to give us money. So that's bad enough by itself, but then also, bear in mind the Bed Wars servers, because it's so full, there's rarely a server available, and one of the benefits you get on this server is that there are VIP only servers that you can join if you want to. There's a VIP only button here, so you can join the fastest one you want to, which I think is a really, really, also apparently you can only use the sign if you're VIP, which I think is a really, really uncomfortable kind of idea that like, oh yeah, well, you can sit here and you can wait till a game maybe frees up, which by the way, because there's so many people here, it's always a rush, you might not even get in, or if you give us money, then we'll just always get you into a server regardless. But then as well as that, it has the same issues as the other servers, but just a little bit worse. So if you want to get a kit, you have to do a parkour this time. It's not literally you have to run for 30 seconds, you have to do a little bit of parkour, and although they made this easier recently, it used to be kind of tricky, and it used to be like not quite a fair thing. But yeah, so you can pick your kit. Only lasts for one game, by the way, so you have to do that every single game. But then also, there's something which I think is far, far, far worse, which is a collection bonus. So this collection bonus, if you want to get a benefit to your, like a lifeboat thing, if you want to play Bed Wars for a little bit better stuff, then you have to follow the gathering boost sign. So you might think, oh yeah, let's run our, like 20, 30 seconds, whatever. It's a fun little thing. But if you want to get the gathering boost for your game, so you get more stuff and have a competitive advantage, by the way, what you have to do is you have to run this way. Again, bear in mind, if you were, if you were a greatest of all time member, if you did pay us $5 a month, you could fly this. But, because you're not, then, it's kind of fine that I guess you have to run. So you run all this way, and, this isn't me exaggerating. Oh, look, a guy there is literally doing it right now. You can see he can fly at that speed. Well, I have to run here on foot. I have to hit this sign, press get gathering booth with my thing, and then we have to run all the way back. And you might think, well, I mean, it's not so bad the way back, because even though it took you about a minute to get here, at least you can jump over these on the, oh no, there's things on the way. You have to take the long way. There is no, this guy is proving my point by just running right fast. And yeah, my only point in this whole video, oh, like we can jump over that. No, you can't. You have to run all the way around because you are not paying us money, so how dare you try and play our server for free? You will wait these minutes and you will repeatedly think about how you wish you could pay the money, which again, I really don't like on the surface. It seems like the server's getting less popular for it, so it's bad for the server, and it's also really bad for anyone who's using it, because Lifeboat used to be the biggest server. It used to do really well, and then it had those giant scandals of not keeping kids safe, with all those, like, basically they weren't doing a good job at, like, making sure the server wasn't turning into a giant dating simulator, but then on top of that, they, they had the kind of issues of this whole thing, and I just think, like, this server really needs to, like, think about what they mean when they say community first, because this server, again, this is not about the community, and I think it's also a wider message for the game in a whole. Again, Minecraft/Microsoft, if you're going to endorse servers, you should have restrictions on what they can do. There is a EULA which says, like, oh yeah, you can't pay for paid stuff in game, but this really seems like a stretch to that, where like, oh yeah, you can't pay for kits, but you can pay to actually access kits without spending a minute of your life, which again, most people aren't going to do. I don't like that it's, they could theoretically make it a 20-minute run and say, oh yeah, technically we can do that. I think Microsoft really should be again, if they're gonna take their percent cut, because it uses Minecraft coins, again, whenever you make a Minecraft coin transaction, Microsoft does make a percentage of those profits. So if Microsoft is going to make some money every single time something is bought, they should at least, you know, at the very least, in my opinion, be checking these servers and making sure they're not doing stuff like they're doing right now, because this isn't okay for the, you know, again, I don't think this is okay for Microsoft. I don't think this is okay for the server, because it seems to be losing popularity. Again, it used to be the largest server with like 30,000 players compared to the next one being like 1,000 or like 2,000 or something, or like, I don't think 30,000, but like it was one of the largest Minecraft servers ever. We're talking like, you know, tens of thousands, bigger than PC servers. And now if you look at it, at least on the Xbox, it's displaying a number closer in the 1,500s. And it's only going down because this server, by the way, I should have mentioned this earlier, but this server, which is trying their hardest to make you feel obliged to buy something, is also the most broken of all of them. And I think, you know, there should be some standards on this. I think if you're going to charge for stuff, your server should work in the first place. If you're going to charge for something, then, you know, it shouldn't be this sort of like, well, I mean, we're going to kind of trick the retailer. There should be some quality standards maintained, because if you're only going to give us access to free servers, I think we should have more than free servers. But if we only have free servers, then it, you know, if all the servers decide to do this, it wouldn't be a great thing. So yeah, basically, I think there should be some better standard upholding by Microsoft. If you're gonna like make some servers preferred in this way, which actually kind of works quite well, then you should make sure that they're, because they're not removable. There's no way I can just make this server go away. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be one of the first options. So I think they should add some way to, you know, like properly check on the servers to make sure servers don't go rogue and try and trick people, because that's not good. So let me just quickly show you, because I like PvP a lot, I mentioned this a lot, because it's the least broken of the servers. It's the easiest to just join a game and have it work. Again, right now you can't see weapons, which is a weird glitch, but bear in mind the equivalent monetization method on this server, you know, to paying $5 a month for a pet, or sorry, $5 for a pet, $5 a month for a membership, or $10 for a membership to just one game mode. On this particular server, what you can do is you go to the store and it's got one option, and it's a mini companion. So this costs 320 coins, if you don't know, which, if I'm not mistaken, is about, yeah, well, it's £1.69. It's $2. You can get a pet, so you can support the server if you want to, and then everything else is like, well, we don't have that, because, you know, it's about the community first and everything else comes last. And I really think that's just something that every server should try to do. But even if you want to make money, I get businesses need to be businesses, you know, this YouTube channel is a business too, but if you're going to ask people for money, you should at least guarantee your server's not broken, and you should at least try to not force them to do it. Imagine if I said, oh yeah, well, there's going to be an ad every 10 minutes and every 10 seconds in the video, unless you, oh, by the way, hello, but there's going to be an ad that often, unless you pay me some money and you make it all okay, then, you know, there's just something about that just doesn't feel right to me, especially if I was like, oh yeah, it's $10, by the way, just some like huge amount like that. I mean, $10 is huge for everyone, but it is huge for a lot of people that are playing Minecraft. So anyway, with that said, look, I got a mini toy cat following me, isn't that great? So thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope it raised some insight. I would recommend, until Lifeboat changes their practices, until they make some big statement, boycott their server. Play one of the other two instead. Play in PvP, like most people are, or play Mineplex. Mineplex does a few weird things, but it's not as bad as trying to like trick you or trying to make you feel bad, or, you know, make you feel like you're having a worse experience if you don't play for VIP. And I think that's what we should encourage as a community. We should pay for servers which we like, which are doing good things, rather than servers which make us feel bad if we don't. So with that said, thank you very much for watching today's video. Like if you liked it, share if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!